Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be doing the class this evening. The topic we are doing this evening is idioms from the heart. So we will practice using idioms that have the word heart in it. And that should be a fun topic, and we'll have all kinds of different ways these words are used. And so that is the plan for this evening or morning. Whatever you want to call it. My name is Holly, and I will be your English teacher for today. So this is the material we will be using. So hi, Moises, how are you today?
Hi, Holly. I am doing well, thank you.
Excellent. Did you have a good Christmas and New Year?
Yes, it was relaxing time
Mm-hmm.
with family and friends.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you guys pretty much done celebrating in Spain, or do you also celebrate on the 6th of January as well?
We celebrate on the 6th of January, so we we haven't finished.
So it's
We have
still holiday then.
Yes, we haven't done yet because
hmm
the 6th of January is a bank holiday.
Ah, okay, cool. That's how it was when I lived in Finland as well. It was kind of nice to have that extra day. So in the States, we're completely done. It's back to normal. Life is normal. Um,
Mhm.
but I think actually I think a lot of people took today off because just to make it a long weekend if their employer let them, but otherwise they were done. So hello
Yes.
Jinyu, how are you today?
Hi teacher, I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Excellent, excellent. We were wondering about China in the last class, and I was thinking, too bad you weren't in it in the class. But we were wondering, do you guys have school sports and things like that in schools in China?
School school sports.
Yeah. Do the kids play? Do the schools play against each other in sports?
In my school,
Mm-hmm.
we have one school sports every year.
Okay. So it isn't because we were wondering if it was the same way as the US where all the schools competed against each other in all kinds of different sports. But it doesn't sound like it is the same.
It depends on the different cities.
Okay. Okay.
Some cities has their sports every year, but the other cities doesn't have this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. All right. So each city and each area, probably each area of China is slightly different as well. So, all right. And did you have a good New Year's?
I spend some time with my family.
Mm-hmm.
I never went out.
Uh-huh.
I only stay at home.
Ah, that makes it nice. Excellent.
I have the habit like you.
You have a habit like me?
Yes,
What is
I
that?
like to stay at home.
Oh, you're a homebody.
Yes, I'm a homebody.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I am. There sometimes I will have places that I live that I am always gone, but usually I'm a homebody. So I just like staying at home. How about you, Moises? Do you like being away from your home or do you enjoy being at home?
Depends on the weather.
Uh-huh.
During if it's good weather, I am a street body.
Okay. So if you are if the weather's nice, then you're out enjoying the weather and enjoying
Yes, but
everything.
during the winter, I am more homebody.
You would say more of a homebody. Okay.
Yes.
But your normal natural instinct is to go out and enjoy
Yes.
outside. Hmm.
Yes, this is my natural instinct.
Yeah, and where since I was a little girl, I've always enjoyed staying at homes. Or the other thing that I enjoy doing that I learned from my dad is to get in the car and drive around. But going into shops and stuff, I don't like to do. Um, yeah, sometimes I do, but anyway. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'm sure other people will join us as they can. So the first question: do you guys know any idioms using the word heart?
By heart.
By heart?
No, I tell you by heart.
Oh yes, okay. So you would say, I learned it by heart. Okay, yes, okay, learned it by heart. Jinju, do you know of any idioms?
I don't know. I'm
No,
sorry.
don't know it. Okay, that's totally fine. I totally. So if you learn something by heart, then Jinyu, basically you have memorized something. So you've memorized it. You can say, because I've learned it by heart, so I've memorized it. So it's something like you want your students to learn things by heart because they know it really well. So
Yes, yes.
yeah. So are your students required to do a lot of memorizing because you are teaching history?
I often require my students learn history by heart,
Mm-hmm.
but most of students don't follow my rule.
Okay. Okay.
they are lazy students.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All
Mm.
right. So Moises, what kind of student were you in a history class? Were you a lazy student, or did you memorize? Did you learn everything by heart?
No, I don't like to memorize by heart.
Uh-huh.
I prefer to have the whole idea or to get the main point and
Mm-hmm.
then to develop in my mind.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, I've heard that in some countries you have to really do a lot of memorizing, and in other countries you don't. In the States, we had to learn dates, and that's about it. Everything else we could just kind of make up. But anyway, let's go ahead and work with these idioms, and we're going to learn about 5 idioms today, and then we are going to practice these idioms. And I believe by heart is one of them. So we've got gold, buy, sank, content, and change. All right, so number 1, Moises, can you figure this one out? Can you do number 1?
Bob's heart when he her heart sank.
Mm-hmm.
Bob's heart sank when he heard that he had failed the entrance examination.
All right. So, do you guys know what if a heart sinks? What that means? If your heart sinks.
Like
And
again,
he feel he felt very depressed.
Yeah, depressed. Yes. There.
Mm.
Yeah.
Depressed.
Yeah. If your heart sinks, you get very disappointed.
Mm.
Depressed, just upset, frustrated. So negative feelings. Excellent. Jinyu, could you do number 2?
Robert is such a professional actor. He has already learned his names by heart.
Okay, by heart. Excellent. And hello, Alexander.
Hello.
Welcome. Well, we went ahead and started without you. So, do you know what it means if somebody's heart sinks?
No, I
No.
don't know.
So, number one, we have Bob's heart sank when he heard that he had failed the entrance examination. So, if a heart sinks or a heart sank, which is past tense, it means they're depressed or they get disappointed and depressed because of hearing bad news. So, and then we just did, Robert is such a professional actor, he has already learned his lines by heart. And if you learn something by heart, you have memorized it very, very well. So, those are the first two. Number 3, Alexander, could you do that one?
Julia has a heart of gold. She offered to look after my cat while I was in the hospital.
Perfect. So,
Very good person, I guess.
yes, someone who has a heart of gold is very giving. Number 4, Moises, could you do number 4?
Tom was planning to quit his job. But he had a change of heart.
Change of heart, yes. So a change of heart, if you have a change of heart, it means you have changed your mind. And maybe you had a bad attitude and you have a change of heart and your attitude gets better, is when you have a change of heart. Okay, number 5, Jinyu, can you do that one?
I love that new Chinese restaurant. It's a buffet, so you can eat to your heart's content.
Content, yes. You can eat to your heart's content. So what does it mean to eat to your heart's content? Anybody know?
This restaurant is your favorite one.
A Chinese buffet?
Oh, and the Chinese buffet is the favorite one you like.
I do like buffet restaurants, yeah. It's not, I actually, there's another kind of restaurant that I like that's my favorite that I only go to every couple of years. So yeah, but what does it mean to your heart's content? Hello, Moham. What does to your heart's content mean?
Something you like to do.
Yeah, it's actually it's if you do something for your heart's content to your heart's content, you can do it as long as possible. So that's really what it is. You can someone will take a holiday and they will take enough books that they can read to their heart's content. So, Moham, can you speak?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Excellent. All right. I was just checking your microphone to make sure it was working. Excellent. Okay. So we have a heart sank, heart's content. We have a change of heart. We have by heart. And then we have a heart of gold. So, Alexander, Can you describe to us a person that you know that you believe has a heart of gold?
My friend, she work in hospital. She's a nurse and she has a heart of gold.
Okay, so she is a nurse and she's giving, very, very, very giving. Excellent. Moises, can you tell me about the last time you learned something by heart?
I think it was a long time ago when I was in the primary school.
Okay, that was
For that time we used to learn poems by heart.
okay. Do you still remember any of the poems that you learned by heart?
No, I forgot because it is a long time ago.
Okay. I just will never forget your first class with me when we were talking about cheating, and you telling us a story about how you guys tried to cheat in class.
Yes, but this is different. This is different
Yeah,
than
totally different. Yeah.
when you have to learn a poem by heart. Because sometimes if you hear a story or if you watch a movie, you are not learning by heart because somebody tell you, can you tell us something about the movie or can you tell us something about the story that another person tells you? You get the main point and you tell the story with your own words. But if you have a poem, it's different. It's more difficult to learn that by heart. My children, they do it because they are in primary school and they sometimes they have poems that they have to learn by heart.
Okay, excellent. All right, Moham, could you tell us about the last time your heart sank? And that's usually just a type of a deep disappointment.
In the past year, I had a heart sink after hearing my final exams marks or grades.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't say
I thought yeah.
you
Go
wouldn't.
on. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Tell
Okay,
me.
I was going to say
Sorry.
you wouldn't say I had a heart sank. You would say my heart sank when I heard about my final exams scores. So my heart sank.
Okay, my heart sank when I heard about my final exam scores.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. And now, hello, Tatiana. Can you speak?
Hello.
Hi. Okay. Welcome. So, Tatiana, could you tell us about the last thing you enjoyed doing to your heart's content?
Actually, I just came to class and I don't understand this.
Okay. No worries. To your heart's content what is the last time you did something that you were able to do as much as you wanted to do? For example, the example we have is number 5. I love that new Chinese restaurant. It's a buffet, so you can eat to your heart's content. But really, you can maybe read to your heart's content, or anything like that. Is there anything you have been able to do recently to your heart's content?
Yes, but actually, I wanted to learn my grandson English language. He's 4 years old, and I couldn't. I didn't know what material should I give him, and when I search just for his age, the material, it was really my heart content.
Uh-huh. So you were able to search you were able to search as much to your heart's content. Did you find some good material for him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, because if you need some, I know of a website that's really good for
Oh, really?
kids.
Please send me a link or maybe in a message. I very appreciate you for that.
Yeah,
Because
well,
because you know it's a site of Russian teachers who gave lessons for no among the Russian
mhm,
kids. But
mhm.
it's very important for me to know how American mothers or maybe American teachers give their lessons for their kids.
Oh, okay. No, what this is it's a learning in the e-learning site. So it isn't live lessons like this one is. But it's I just put it on the group chat. It's for anybody, but it's a site that we send like elementary school students to, and I've taught children online before and used that site.
Oh,
So
really? Yeah, okay.
yeah, so it's that you go over the alphabet and the alphabet song and all kinds of different uh, games and things like that. So
Yes.
it's for native and non-native speakers. So okay, Ingenue, can you tell us about the last time you had a change of heart?
2 years ago, I had to have a change of my heart
Mm-hmm.
to learn English.
Okay, and how so? Like you weren't able to speak English very well 2 years ago, or?
2 years ago, I learned English. 2 years ago, I learned English through memorizing a lot of words
Uh-huh.
without speaking a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Now I find that the past way was wrong.
Yeah, if you don't use it, you lose it. Do you know that idiom? Um,
Can you type that?
I will type it. Yeah, I'll type it on the verbally chat so everybody can see it. Um, and when it comes to language, especially, if you don't use it, you lose it.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Lose it. Basically, so
Oh,
if you don't speak the language, pretty soon you're not able to it doesn't work anymore. So, all right, let's go
thank
on.
you for your advice.
Oh, you're welcome. Let's go on. Let's match the meaning to the idiom. Okay, so which idiom is as much as you want? Um, Moises, which idiom means as much as you want? Hello, Moises?
I was not unmuted.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. So you're like
I
thinking you
think
were talking.
yes. I think as much as you want is something like your heart's content.
Yes, it's actually to your heart's content is really what it is, to your heart's
To your heart's content.
content. Yes. So as much as you want. All right. And which idiom is to memorize? Molham.
To know by heart. By heart.
hmm By heart. Yeah.
But you usually use it with like learn or know by heart.
Yeah, to learn or know or memorize by heart. So, um, which idiom, Tatiana, which one do you think it means not to do something you were planning?
Um, mm, change.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Exactly. To have a change of heart. So Jinyu was studying English by himself, and he had a change of heart and realized that it's better for him to practice using the language instead of just studying the language. So, right. Which idiom means you feel worried or very sad?
Heart sink.
Heart sank, yes. You would say, my heart sank.
My heart sink.
Or his or her. Okay. And then anyone, which idiom would be is to be a very nice person?
A heart of gold.
Yes, to have a heart of gold. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill in these spaces, and then we will have a discussion. And then if there's time, we will also, I'm going to change gears a little if there's more time, and we are going to talk about the art of conversation. So, okay, let's fill in the spaces using an idiom from the list above. So number 1, Moises, could you do that one?
Yes, yes. John knows the order of all the U.S. presidents by heart.
Okay. Wow. So, Moises, what do you know by heart?
The numbers.
Say, I know my wife's birthday.
and I know how to count numbers in English by heart. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5.
It's funny. My 5-year-old nephew, he counts to about 10, and then he goes 11, 14, 15, 20, 25 and a half. So it's really funny. Number 2, Mulham. Can you do number 2?
2. Charlie loves singing. He should join a chorus group. He'll be able to sing to his heart content.
To his heart's content, yes.
To his heart's content.
Perfect. Right. Number 3, Tatiana, can you?
Is it
Yes.
chorus? Is it chorus?
Yeah. He should join a chorus group. In American English, we actually use the word choir.
Choir. Okay.
And then in the high schools, they actually have the word called glee club. You might if you hear glee club, they're actually talking about a choir. So, and how about you, Mulham? Is there something that you are able to do that you enjoy doing? You are able to do to your heart's content?
Yeah, I think I have enjoyed playing to my heart contents. Yeah, I think I have enjoyed my time in college to my heart content.
Okay, so
To my heart's content. Yeah.
you've been able to study the subject. You've been able to study your subject to your heart's content.
No, not just study the subject. I was able to enjoy the life in college.
Okay, so enjoy student life. Enjoy student life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I wish I would have been able to do that when I was in university. I never did. So I, I think if I ever went on and got my PhD, maybe I would be able to enjoy it. So, Tatiana,
Okay.
number 3.
My heart sank when my boss chose me to give the presentation in French.
Now, can you speak French, Tatiana?
No, I can't speak French. I began to study Italian language, and I know Turkish language, Ukraine.
Ukrainian. So you know, I know you know a lot of languages.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think my heart would sink if somebody asked me to give a presentation in French as well. So tell us, can you tell us a time that your heart sank?
My heart sank. Now I'm very interested in my grandson studying English. That's why we a song, New Year party. Snowflake, snowflake, little snowflake.
Oh wow.
Snowman sings this song, and we didn't learn by heart, but my heart sank when he sang this song himself, because we just listened and just I sang, and when he sang this song, my heart really sank.
Oh really? So you were worried then?
What does it mean, worried?
Yeah, my heart sank means to feel worried or very sad.
No, is it for sad?
Yeah.
Heart sank is for sad.
Yeah.
Well, really, I think heart sank. It's just like
excited.
It was so cute. That's heart sank.
No, it's the opposite.
Ah.
So let's say if your grandson learns something in English and then you ask him to perform it for you and he won't, then your heart will sink.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, no worries. That's why we're here, right?
Okay, I understand. My daughter forbidden to speak in English to my grandson. That's why my heart sank.
Yes, that would make your heart sink. Perfect. Okay, Jinyu, can you do number 4?
Number 4. Tim can't have stolen your watch. He has a heart of gold. She would never steal anything.
Okay, so he has a heart of gold. Okay, and so Jinyu, can you tell us about a friend of yours who has a heart of gold?
Recently, I knew teacher Holly. She is a heart of gold. She likes to help the other person. She enjoys teaching students.
Actually, that's the other teacher, Holly, right? There is another teacher, Holly, I'm verbling. So.
I don't know who she is.
Oh, really? Okay, you don't know the other one. Yeah.
I'm joking.
I know you are. But do you truthfully know anybody who has a heart of gold?
Oh, my mom has a heart of gold.
Okay.
She often helps the other person, but she doesn't want to get the return.
So she doesn't want to get what?
She doesn't want to get return.
Oh, she doesn't want in. Okay, what you would say on that one is she doesn't. She has a heart of gold, and she often gives to people, and she doesn't. she doesn't want anything in return.
She doesn't want anything in return.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Moises, could you do number 5?
Number 5.
Yeah.
And Andy was going to move house, but he have a change of heart. He decided to stay where he is.
He had a change of heart. Yes. Yeah. All right. Can you think of a time when you had a change of heart, Moises?
Mm, I don't know. Now, probably in my job. Sometimes I think about applying for a new position, but then I have a change of heart and I don't do it.
Oh, okay. And yeah, I think that happens every once in a while. Or people say, I hear about colleagues say that they're going to apply for another job, and then they don't. Then they're still there, and I ask them about it. Oh no, I decided not to do it. So, okay, what we're going to change a little bit, because I just looked at the discussion questions that are on here, and they're the questions we've already asked each other. What do you know by heart? Can you think of a time when your heart sank, and so forth. And so I'm going to change over, and we're going to go for the next 20 minutes. We're going to change a little bit and talk about conversation. And this is called the art of conversation. So what I'd like you guys to do is ask and answer questions to each other, and see if you guys can talk as much as possible. So you listen to each other and respond like you would in a regular conversation. So Xinyu, can you choose a question first and ask somebody? And then if there's any words or phrases you do not know, then we'll go through those. So can you start?
Teacher, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What's your role in a conversation?
Excuse me? What is my role in a conversation? It depends on it depends on who I'm with. Do you dominate or do you subordinate? Sometimes I will dominate a conversation, and sometimes I will be the subordinate and I will be listening. I think it depends on what the conversation is about and whether I'm interested or not. So,
teacher. Teacher,
Mm-hmm.
I have taken a lot of classes about you. I find that your teaching style is different from the other teacher in Webley.
That doesn't surprise me.
You have the enough teaching experience. You know how to lead the students to master English.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. So,
I agree.
Oh, really? I know that I've always had a different teaching style from everybody else, but
I am a teacher. I have been teaching a lot of students. When I first joined your class, I know you are very professional.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
No, these words is coming from my heart.
I appreciate what you're saying very much so. So, a question for you though is, Jinyu, when you are having a conversation with other people, what is your role in the conversation? Do you dominate, or do you, when it says do you subordinate, do you support the conversation?
If I am in a class, I will dominate the conversation, and I give my students a lot of information,
Mm-hmm.
which help them.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
But in my family, in a conversation, I often subordinate.
Mm-hmm. So you're often very quiet?
I often listen to the family member speaking.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. All right. Well, so I get to choose a question because, see. So Moham, have you ever had a great conversation with a complete stranger? What made it so great? What did you talk about, and where were you?
No.
No, you never really. Okay. Oh,
I can't, I don't think I had one. But
wow.
if you want, I can improvise. Like, but
Wow.
I
You can
can't.
lie. You can lie.
Uh, well, that's a very interesting question. The last time I had a great conversation was actually yesterday. I
Mm-hmm.
was just walking down the street and I found a guy. I saw a guy that was laughing that was crying so loudly in front of my house. So
Mm-hmm.
I ran there and asked him, "What's wrong? What's going on with you?" And he started telling me that about how he lost his business due to a fire that burned out his whole construction.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but then uh,
He's
but then but then I can't think that this conversation
see.
will be great anymore because I should yeah I went the other way around. I said he was crying.
Yeah.
It's bad. Yeah,
So well, you also
I can't
started out
revise
with saying I saw a girl, and then you changed it to a guy. So
that. Yeah.
so yeah, but no, that was pretty good. That's one thing. You remember in English class when a person asks you a question, you don't have to be honest because it's only English, right? So
Yeah.
I actually did that once in my Finnish class. It was, I think we were doing careers or something like that, and somebody asked me what I did, and and I totally made up a completely different career, and the Finnish teacher walked by and she heard me and she's like, "I thought you were an English teacher," and I looked at her. I said, "This is just Finnish. Don't worry about it." So.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's totally fine to lie. No, I mean, in English class. So, not
Yeah,
the
of
rest of your
course.
life. So, um, Tanya, Mulham, how about you? Could you ask a question? Ask somebody a question.
Hmm.
Should I answer this question, or maybe
Who,
I was
No,
asked?
no,
who,
sorry. I
commun
was taking over, and then I realized it's Mulham's turn,
Okay.
not mine. So,
who communicates better, men or women? what makes their style better and what makes it worse? I'll ask Tanya.
Okay. Uh, who communicates? It depends of education. I
Depends.
think
Okay, so it depends on.
yes, it
Mhm.
depends on education. I think because sometimes men are good speakers, sometimes women, um, but it's of course depends on what topic they talking about. They're talking about because when women
Women.
women talk about business or money, you know, maybe I don't trust them because I think only men with his voice, with his energy, with their energy could explain this topic better. Yeah. But when women and vice versa, when men are talking about, for example, uh,
Hairstyles.
fashion, yeah, styles or fashion. Of course, I don't mean professional men, couturier. But when they are talking about some things, it's not good. It's my ears. What is the idiom when it's mm, to be on ears, or it's spoil my ears, or maybe it's
I think
nervous. It's me nervous.
I think you're
Uh,
thinking to be all ears.
what?
To be all ears.
To be all ears.
Yeah. I
No,
think
to be all ears. It's when I listen attentively.
yeah,
Yes.
that's what that means. Yeah.
Yeah. And who makes it worse? Yes. And um, really, I don't know. Sometimes, yeah, but it's the most important thing. I think it's their voices. Because when men or women say in very high voice, like like that, I don't want to listen any topic. What are they talking about? Because very important to have a very good voice. Um, and what else? Um, no, just like that. They need to have charisma. Yes, charismatic person. Charisma. Yes,
Yeah,
is
you need to have charisma.
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 Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Who has
Charisma.
charisma is the best communicators. Uh-huh.
Okay.
I think
Right.
that.
Excellent. Thank you, Tatiana. So, why don't you say to Moham, how about you? What do you think?
I think women communicates better in
Women instead of woman. Women.
women. I
Yeah.
think women communicates better in general, especially in the education department, because they can like they have there are better there are better in communication in experience in articulating ideas, in putting them into words, in dealing with students, in dealing with it, in knowing like the status of each person, what he's thinking, what knowing what each person, each student is thinking about from body language, and There are like more. They have a better multitasking skills, so they can like focus on two different things at the same time. So while they are like explaining something to the students or to the group of that they are working with, they will be able to pay attention to each and every subtle change in the body language. So if someone inside the group got bored of the lecture or got bored of or didn't like a suggestion or an idea, they'll just detect that and act upon it. Yeah, while men might be better in like situations where there's analytical thinking, like planning
Logical.
spaces, yeah, maths maybe, I'm not sure, but architecture, engineering in general, it's just my 2 cents.
Okay, and that's good. That's just your 2 cents. That was actually very, very good, and I think it does also make a difference between who the man and the woman is, because some men are very good at multitasking and some women cannot. So, all right, Moham, could you ask Moises a question? She's one of these questions. No, I'm sorry, Tatiana. Tatiana, could you choose a question?
Okay. Do you always want to be right? What types of arguments do you hate to lose?
So Moises?
Oh, wait, it's very difficult to pronounce the name. Xinier. Oh.
No, Moises. He hasn't spoken yet. Moises.
Well, I like to be right. If I say a statement, I like to defend my with arguments what I am saying. Otherwise, I wouldn't say it. So normally I use arguments to defend my point or my point of view or my position. Sometimes if you realize that you are not right, it is good to to assume that you may be not not right. But normally, when it's something like you can defend both sides, always you try to to bring the argument to your point.
Yes, sometimes people. Moises, do you know people who argue just to argue?
Yes, yes. Yeah, I think there are people they like to argue and they like to defend one point. Probably just because they want to say the opposite that you are saying. In one month later, they may be arguing for the opposite point.
Exactly. And in English, another way to say it to describe that person is a verb is to be contrary. Contrary. I have twin nephews, and one of them, well, as twins are always contrary with each other. So if one wants one thing, the other one wants the other. You know, they always want opposite. So they're always very contrary with each other. So, all right, Tatiana, what do you think? Do you always want to be right? What types of arguments do you hate to lose?
No, I don't want always to be right. When I see that another person is right, why do I need to be right? Because, yes, because it depends on uh, am I agree or not? Yes. If I don't agree, of course, I think that this person isn't right, but I try to give some arguments not to offend this person, because um, um, well, for example, we were talking about the early education of children, about early education, and some women told me that it's not good to give lessons for very little kids from
Really?
yes, from the birth to learn foreign language because it spoil his pronunciation in Russian sounds and like that. And I
Wow.
know that he, I
Yeah.
know that she wasn't right. I began to explain her, but she said that teachers in university taught her this, and
Wow.
she's what does it mean? Don't agree with me, and she begins to give a lot of arguments. Why don't we need to learn a foreign language from the birth? But I told her about bilingual kids.
Uh-huh.
And she said me that if kids uh, listen to really native speakers, that's good. But if not native English speaker teach the kids, it's bad, like that. But I try not to argue with her, and I change the topic, change the subject.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sometimes what is it in English? We have a saying. It's something my folks taught me is choose your fights carefully. And sometimes you listen to somebody and go, okay, I'm just not going to say anything. You choose your fights carefully. So, all right, everyone. It looks like we are out of time. I thank you very much for your participation in class. I hope you got a chance to speak and have learned everything by heart. And what was the
Thank you
other?
very much.
And that you were able to speak to your heart's content. What was it? And that you don't have a change of heart about learning English. So what was it? Those are the three out of the six. So everyone
Yeah.
have a great. As we'll see you another time. It's now 2 a.m., so it's time for me to go to bed. And the rest of
Oh,
you have a great day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Holly, you have a heart of gold.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And you do too, Moises, everybody. So, all right.
Only don't forget, please, to send me a link.
Yeah, well, I gave it to you in the Google chat.
Google Chat?
In the Google chat, do you see that? I'll send it to you after class.
Oh,
So I'll
no.
send it right now. Yeah, do you see it in the Google
Teacher,
chat?
Yeah, I see, but
teacher,
I haven't seen. Starfall. I know this.
Yeah,
Song.
that's the one. That's one of the best I know
Yeah.
personally.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
teacher, I have the last
Yes.
question. Could
Okay.
you give me the link of idioms of heart?
The link for this material.
And yes, the
Okay.
link for idioms from heart.
It is from the heart. You know what? Oh, I didn't give you guys. Sorry about that. I apologize. I thought I had the link uploaded. So let me give that to you right now. So bear with me. Every once in a while I will miss that. Yeah, let me quickly stop the recording. So